Hello everyone and welcome to my live stream, me reacting to the Indian Wells men's semi-final between Cameron Norrie and Grigor Dimitrov. Now the players haven't walked out on court yet, but I'll kind of give my opinion on how I think the match is going to go, who's going to win, what's going to happen. Because I think this is going to be a very interesting matchup between these two. We've seen them both play some of their best tennis already this tournament, and the court suits them both. I mean, Dimitrov coming through, I'd say, against the better players. I mean, Medvedev and, Schwartzman. Dimitrov coming through against Medvedev and Hurkacz. But Norrie, playing Schwartzman, he's put in an unbelievable performance. Obviously, being a fellow Brit, he's the one that, I'm going to be backing or hoping to win. But I think both of these players are going to be extremely competitive and they're going to want to fight for every point, as it should be. And I think we could be in for a great battle between these two. Obviously, Dimitrov has won both of his matches in the last previous round in 3 sets, meaning could be going the distance here in this one, whereas Norrie's like to keep it a bit, short and sharp. Which is more of his game style. So maybe if Dimitrov can push him to a 3rd set, is that going to mean that he will take it in a third, having had that experience, or is the fatigue of those previous matches, having played in the thirds, going to mean prevent him from having the energy and the power to come through? Hello anyone in the chat. I love your videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of the support. The live sub count is currently not working. I haven't been able to get it to work for this stream. However, anyone that subscribed will be greatly appreciated. It may also come up on the screen here. So anyone that hasn't subscribed, you can subscribe and see if it comes up with a little banner and a noise and a icon stuff. Hopefully that works. Who are you cheering for? Let me see if I can put that on the screen. I can. I am cheering for Norrie, but I want to stay reasonably unbiased here because I don't like it when other people kind of are so heavily favoured for one person. I want to stay, Norrie and Dimitrov, kind of 2 separate players. But for me, personally, as a British tennis player, I really want Norrie to win. I love his attitude and the way he plays the game. And he's had an unbelievable year, having won, over 40 matches already. I think it's pretty much the same as what Djokovic has done. So, I mean, if that just goes to show how well this guy is playing. And, yeah, for me, I'd like Norrie to win. But I'm not too into it. And I don't want to be, biased or favoritist or whatever you guys want to say. If different question, who do you think is going to win? That's a very different question. I think it all depends on the start of the match, because I think Dimitrov usually has a slightly slower start and then finds his rhythm and finds his way into the match, which is kind of something we might see here. But if Norrie has a good start, he might be able to run away with the match, and might get away from Dimitrov quite quickly. So it depends on the level of tennis that Dimitrov is going to bring to the court. It depends, how fatigued he is from his previous 2 matches against Hurkacz and Medvedev. How he's able to overcome the key situations in the match and how he's able to play. And obviously, at this level, it comes down to day form and how they're able to deal with the key moments and the break points and stuff like that. We saw that in the Fritz-Zverev match, where Zverev was serving it out in the third. I was convinced he would be able to serve it out, even having had match points. And then makes 2 double faults in that game, and Fritz comes to win it in a 6th, in the 6-all tiebreak. So it just goes to show how in tennis, anything can happen. There's all to play for. Who do you want to win the women's final? I don't have a personal preference. I think Azarenka is my pick to win. Not out of personal preference, just out of I think she's just going to win. Slightly better player, in my opinion. Why is there only the UK flag? That is a good question. Let's have a look see if I can refresh that to get the Bulgarian, I think it is, flag on the screen as well. Let's give it a go. Might just be a glitch, I guess. Let's have a look. Let's try and change it to something else and then change it back. There we go. No, it still doesn't work. Okay. You have to bear with me. I mean, we know where Dimitrov's from. Once they start the match, maybe it will like update and refresh or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I think Norrie is gonna have to serve it out mostly in this match, because I think what Dimitrov does well is he kind of fights, and if you give him a chance, he's gonna wiggle his way into the match, which is what we saw with Medvedev, and he finds a way of playing his best tennis. You know, with a slightly slower surface, it's kind of possible. You can't really run away with it on the serve, so Norrie just has to keep focused the whole time, and you know, stay on it. I love what he's done with the sun cream. He's got like just over his nose and cheeks, got like a very Aussie style kind of sun cream. Then obviously Dimitrov with the headband, looking very chic. I mean, not a very full crowd, I have to say, in Indian Wells. I mean, it is in the middle of the desert, so it's going to be extremely hot. That's something I feel like I need to get some experience in, is playing in different conditions than obviously the UK, because it's usually pretty mild here. Whereas when you go to some of these, you know, futures lower level professional events, heat is going to be a big factor. You have to get used to being able to play in that heat. You know, so if it's your first time, you're going to be, you know, you have to be extremely fit, and you know, that's definitely something I'm going to be working on. For those of you that, you know, weren't aware, I'm taking a gap year to improve my tennis and to play tennis full time. So that's just begun in September, and you know, my aims are to play some futures level tournaments next year. Obviously, document kind of my journey to you guys in the form of, you know, videos and that type of stuff, and vlogs and stuff, which is, you know, going to be coming out soon. You know, I've only just started the journey myself. It's going to take, you know, just a bit of getting used to it, and then I can obviously take you guys on the journey with me and show you what I'm doing, what I'm eating, how I'm training, when I'm training, all that good stuff. I think that would be really cool for you guys to see as well. Players are warming up now. You have to be fully vaccinated to go and watch the Indian Wells. Okay. I mean, I'd still assume that there's quite a few, you know, older people that would want to watch. I'm not sure how the vaccination system is in America. I know quite a few people here are fully vaccinated in the UK. I am myself, so I'd be able to go and watch. Richard says, what does A-levels mean? I read about Raducanu doing well on A-levels. Is that before college or university in England? So A-levels is kind of like the same as SAT time in America. So I did my A-levels, and I think I did pretty well. And so you do kind of like 3 subjects, and you do, you know, end of year exams at the end of you know, your 18th year of school, kind of, or 18th year of your life. I don't know. So the years are all different. But anyways, now back to the match. Let's have a look. What are you guys saying? Write in the chat who you think is going to be clinching this match win and taking themselves into the final. It's going to be a close one, I predict. I mean, we know that Norrie's obviously had a smashing year already. He maybe, if he can win this tournament, has a big chance of qualifying for the ATP finals, which would be a massive thing for him. Looking at Norrie's first serve return placement is a lot. 56% versus Dimitrov in Miami to the forehand side of Dimitrov, which is interesting because you usually try to play to someone's backhand, but clearly not what Norrie was trying to do there. But I guess he's playing to the forehand, but to his backhand, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, looking at Norrie's win record, 69% this year compared to his 55% in his entire career. That's crazy. Playing ridiculous tennis. The Masters 1000s, he's played 11 and won 7. In his career, he's played 26 and won 12. So 7 of 11, 7 of 12. So he's won 7 matches this year in Masters 1000 out of 12 overall. Out of 12 match wins. So 7 have been this year. His best performances in Indian Wells were the first round. So he's all the way to the semis now. And he's had a reasonably straightforward path. He had a long match against Bautista Agut, long match against Tommy Paul, obviously against Tennis Sangren as well there. 3 3-set matches and a more convincing win against Diego Schwartzman. So maybe just slightly fresher in the legs going into this one. that's something we could see. And looking at the last encounter, Cameron Norrie did win 7-5, 7-5. So he's also got that, you know, mental assurance that he's beaten this player in the past. Have you met one of the players? I have not met in person. I've watched Cameron Norrie play like in person, but I haven't like met him or either of the players, you know, personally. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a great experience to go to some of these tournaments and watch. I'm obviously difficult with COVID and the pandemic and stuff. So if you get the chance, definitely go and watch some of the live tennis. There's no more slams, but maybe next year, you know, go watch some of the slams, Masters of Thousands, all that type of stuff. Because especially if you're a young tennis player like me, it's super inspiring to kind of see where the level's at, see where you need to get to. Because a lot of the time, sometimes you realise, oh, it's not as far away as I thought, it's not as distant as I thought. But sometimes it's always kind of, wow, the levels are really a step up. I need to really work on my game and, you know, get going with my kind of goal, I guess you could say. You ever think you'll play in a Masters someday? Hopefully. That's definitely the aim. I'd love to play in a Masters one day. Anyways, now, Dimitrov is going to be serving first in the sun, end facing the sun. Let's see the performance he puts out in the first service game. You want to have a comfortable hold here. So let's see how he performs. Let's see what he's got. Big serve goes into the net. Second serve. Serve from Dimitrov. Kick out. Ooh, double fault. Slight nerves. Who knows? Double fault at the first point. That's not what you want to see. Maybe he's going to just, you know, ease his way into it. But I think what Norrie did well against Schwartzman, he's on it from the beginning. Won 12 of the first 14 points. Dimitrov can't let him get ahead here. Great return from Norrie. Dimitrov goes to Norrie's backhand. Obviously a lefty versus a righty. Norrie goes angle with the backhand cross. Goes forehand, drops it short. Dimitrov goes through the middle. Norrie with the forehand, whipping it to Dimitrov's backhand. Gets on the forehand again. Great depth from Norrie. Goes just piling into Dimitrov's backhand. He pushes it long. Piling on the pressure into Dimitrov's backhand. Really forcing him to play it up here with the spin that Norrie's putting on the ball. And you can see he's got an intention. Intention from the first point. So I'm going to go with my forehand into Dimitrov's backhand. And make him feel really uncomfortable. I guess none of these players really have weaknesses, but it's kind of on the day what's working, what's not working. It's kind of a chess game of how you want to strategically manage the points. Great angle return from Norrie. Dimitrov goes down the line, approach shot, and Norrie misses it long. Great use of the angles there. Dimitrov's hit a great service, out wide serve, and Norrie just whipped it cross court. Really nice and short. Love to see that. 30-15 for 15-30 already. Let's have a look. Serve from Dimitrov goes to Norrie's forehand. Ooh, shanks it. Goes in the middle of the court, nice and high. Norrie again on the forehand to Dimitrov's backhand. Runs around, hits a forehand inside out. Norrie whips it across. Dimitrov with a slice down the line. Norrie goes flat backhand cross. Dimitrov goes back cross. Norrie with the forehand through the middle. Dimitrov opens up to the space. Norrie goes whip forehand cross. Dimitrov down the line with a slice. Norrie looking so confident. Norrie goes backhand cross short. Dimitrov down the line, gets a net tape. Norrie running forward. Short forehand. Goes into the net. Maybe a slight bit of fatigue already. Dimitrov, you know, getting a bit unlucky. Dropping a short ball off the net tape. Norrie couldn't capitalise. That would have been 2 break points. Already. Anyways, 30-all in the early stages of this match. Some long points already. We're in for a treat of a match. A lot of back and forwards here. Anyway, Dimitrov, great serve. Norrie with a good return. Goes to Dimitrov's forehand, going cross to Norrie's backhand. Norrie just rallying cross. Stuck in the cross court, backhand to forehand. Dimitrov whips it. Norrie goes down the line to Dimitrov, who goes slice. Norrie with the inside in. Dimitrov goes back cross. Norrie goes back to Dimitrov's backhand. And now in the Norrie forehand side, some long rallies to begin this match. You can see the slow conditions. Dimitrov whips it out, opens the space down the line, finishes the point. That's solid. He's patient, finds the time to open it up and goes boom, down the line, found the space, nice and easy. That's what you love to see. I think if he's going to win this match, he's going to be playing tennis like that. He's not giving Norrie any chances early on. 21 shot rally, longest of the match so far. And he gives himself a game point early on in this first set. Goes with the serve. Norrie goes backhand down the line. Good return. Good depth. Goes down the line again with the backhand. Norrie whipping that forehand. Dimitrov with a slice. Slicing quite a few. Great solid slice. Norrie, great angle. The backhand goes backhand angle again. Dimitrov on the stretch. Pushes it wide. Norrie really getting underneath that ball. He kind of has a weird technique. He kind of comes underneath it and really, really flat when he comes through it. And that's what allows him to get that angle. Kind of catches you off guard a bit. Because you don't need to go underneath the ball. You kind of come from the side almost. Such an effective shot there. Dimitrov, serve out wide. Norrie goes through the middle. Dimitrov goes down the line with the forehand. Norrie, whips it down the line. Some applause for that. That's solid. Finds a way. Going back down the line. I mean, Norrie's on an absolute madness at the moment. He's playing so well. You can just see he's so comfortable with the conditions and the court surface and the way that Dimitrov's playing. He's just able to feel the ball nicely. That's what I wanted to say. Dimitrov on the serve now goes to Norrie's forehand, puts in a solid return, goes inside out. Norrie goes back through the middle again. Dimitrov goes inside in. Norrie goes backhand through the middle. Oh, slices into the net. Early break for Norrie. Goes 1-0 up, same as the match against Schwartzman. Breaks straight away. And now he's on serve. And if he can close it out, go 2-0, consolidate the break. Makes Dimitrov think, what do I have to do to beat this guy? Crazy. Now looking at the first serve placement from Cam Norrie. On the ad side, he's going 66% out wide. On the juice side, 57% down the tee. He's making 40% unreturned serves against Dimitrov in Miami. That's crazy. He's getting 40% of the points. He's just winning straight away like that without even having to do anything. That's why the serve's so important. You know, he's hitting quite a few aces, you know, by mixing it up, but predominantly he's using the lefty swing over about 60% on the lefty swing on juice and ad sides. He's winning so many points. Let's see if he can do that, and that's his strategy in this match. Talking about his ball toss earlier before the match started and how he's kind of been changing it and how that's been good. And he does exactly that. Lefty serve down the tee, unreturned serve from Dimitrov. And that's a crazy thing in tennis. You only have control of your serve. And, you know, Cam Norrie making sure that he wins at least 40% of the points without even having to hit a shot. And that really goes to show why you practice your serve. And if you have to win every single point in a game, it's going to be a lot harder and a lot more physically taxing, you know. Slice from Dimitrov on the return. Norrie goes slice to Dimitrov's backhand, goes through the middle. Norrie go whip forehand, good depth. Dimitrov goes to Norrie's backhand. Dimitrov puts it really nice and deep. Goes slice through the middle. Bang on the line, nope. Goes long. 30-love Norrie. Again, we're seeing him win a lot of these early points just by being nice and consistent, nice and solid. Not missing. You know, he's not hitting winners. He's hit a few, but you know, Dimitrov just, you know, they've hit the same amount of winners. Dimitrov 2 on Fosteras, Norrie 1. Cameron Norrie just winning a lot of the points in the first serve. Getting the chances. Norrie again, slice down the tee is an ace. Solid serve. 40-love. It's 2 unreturned serves already. Redoes the ball toss. Norrie, serve out wide. Dimitrov goes backhand through the middle. Good return. And Norrie misses the forehand out to the wide. Just Dimitrov needs to string together 2 or 3 of those returns. If he can put Norrie under that type of pressure, it's going to be difficult for Norrie to react. You know, especially on these humid conditions. And Norrie serves to Dimitrov's forehand, couldn't return it, and it's 2-love Norrie within the space of 8 minutes. Convincing service hold there from Norrie. Dimitrov, nice and bit too relaxed, I'd say. Just making a few too many unforced errors. And Norrie capitalising. Norrie just super solid. Now this is a key game. Dimitrov needs to get on the scoreboard here. 2-1 is a lot better than 3-love down with Norrie serving. And if Norrie can get this game, I see him taking the set quite comfortably. Goes to Dimitrov's forehand, and goes whip cross. Dimitrov again, forehand cross goes wide. What is Norrie just crazy? He's winning so many of these points. He just won 5 points in a row now. 6 points in a row now. I don't have a theory behind, why he's playing so much better. But he is. He's winning so many more points because of it. Dimitrov desperately needs a few points here on the board. Maybe an 8 or 2 would be very handy for him. Anyway, 15-love. Second serve. Goes kicker. No. Goes long. Double fault. Love 30. That's 7 points in a row now for Norrie. Having the same start as the Schwartzman match. Crazy. Guy is just so solid. Anyway, 30-love. Dimitrov. Kick serve. Norrie with the forehand goes out wide. Goes out. As in, goes out. Yeah, which was wide. Yeah. 30-15. Dimitrov. Come on, pull yourself together, man. You need to get a game on the board here, otherwise you are in trouble. Big trouble. Serve to Norrie's forehand. Goes through the middle. Short forehand from Dimitrov. Great use of the space. Norrie putting the backhand into the net. Give some applause. That's a solid approach shot. Approach bang into the corner. Norrie couldn't quite put that ball into the court. 30-all now. Let's have a look. This is a key point. A secret big point. I mentioned this on the Raducanu stream. Secret big points, the ones that lead to the big points. And this could be a second breakpoint chance if Norrie converts. Back into the rally. Dimitrov running around here, inside out forehand. Norrie just whipping it across, being nice and safe. Norrie goes forehand to Dimitrov's backhand, who goes through the middle. Oh, goes on the line. Dimitrov goes inside in. Nope, goes long. Being slightly pushy and forcing him to miss. And Norrie, 40-30 up. Could it be that it's so humid that the balls, well, when it is humid, the balls get nice and not heavy, sorry, opposite, light, fluffy, flying through the air. And Dimitrov seems to just be missing quite a few balls long. And Norrie just hitting over the ball a bit more, which means he just gets a bit more spin as compared to Dimitrov, who's kind of just hitting a bit flatter. Anyway, Dimitrov serve down the tee, goes long. He's on the back foot here. 40-30. Goes kick serve. Norrie with the forehand, slightly shorter. Dimitrov goes forehand cross. Norrie with the backhand cross. Dimitrov goes forehand cross again. Norrie backhand down the line. Dimitrov slice. Norrie with the forehand mid-court. Good dig, well to deal with it. Norrie goes backhand cross. Dimitrov on the stretch. Oh, great forehand cross. Norrie goes back onto the line. And it's a double break for Cameron Norrie. Dimitrov showing his athleticism there. With the splits forehand cross bang into the corner. Against most players, that would have been a winner. But against Norrie, he's in the right position. He's there. He plays the ball bang onto the line, forcing Dimitrov to make the error. And it's 3-love already. Crazy. Can't believe what I'm seeing. This match could be only an hour long. But we have seen this with Dimitrov. He's had a slow start, but kind of builds his way in. He was a set 4-1 down against Medvedev. So he's a type of player you can't go sleeping on. You can't go thinking, okay, I'm set 4-1, set 3-love or whatever, up, and then you go and lose it. It's definitely not what you want, especially with the pressure and the nerves of having your first Indian Wells semi-final. Crazy stuff can happen. We've seen Dimitrov play at his best level when he won the ATP finals, so the level is definitely there of winning this whole tournament. There's no doubt about it. It's just whether he can pull himself together, fight back at least in this set, or let the set go. Kind of, if he goes 4-love down now, I don't see him coming back in this set. It's already too far gone. But at least maybe going 6-2. And in the second set, really fighting back, getting a good start, playing some of his better tennis. And I think what he has to do against Norrie here is just make Norrie move. Play some of the shorter balls, play it into his backhand, come to the net, play a few volleys. That's how I think he's going to win. because from the back, Norrie's just so solid, moving him about, good with the angles because he's a lefty, and he's just not making mistakes. And we saw this against in the Schwartzman match. Had a really, really solid start and was just too good for him. And that's what we're seeing currently right now. The number 21 seed is stepping up to the line to serve at 3-love up after only 13 minutes in this first set. He'd love a few aces right now. First serve goes into the net. What's he going to do on number 2? Goes kicker. Dimitrov with the forehand goes through the middle. Norrie goes backhand down the line. Dimitrov goes slice. Norrie with the inside out. Ooh, pushes that wide. Needs to stay tight. Dimitrov is off completely. I wouldn't say so. I'd say Norrie's on it completely. Bit of a difference. I think Dimitrov just needs to ease his way into this match, and he can't let Norrie get too ahead, or maybe he says, okay, I'll let this first set go, and just try and find a bit of rhythm, and then second set really turn on the afterburners. Thank you, Archie, for subscribing. Anyone that does subscribe, thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. I'm obviously trying to watch 2 screens at once, so if I miss you, I'm sorry. Norrie goes forehand spin. Dimitrov, great slice, but goes long. Tries to get that defense. Norrie's really jamming him up there in that corner. That's clearly a tactic that he's talked to his coaches about. Trying to play Dimitrov, play some high backhands and high slices on this heavy and with a kind of heavy topspin. And he's 30-15 up now. Goes big serve out wide. Dimitrov slice bottom of the net. He's getting a lot of unreturned serves there from Dimitrov's backhand. And he's just not getting enough. He's getting too many free points from Dimitrov, giving Norrie too many free points. Norrie now with a drop shot. No. They don't have any sound, unfortunately, so it was a let. But I can't hear it, so it just looked like Norrie did a really casual drop shot and Dimitrov didn't run. But 40-15 now on serve. Norrie goes serve out wide. Was it? No, it was called wide. Norrie seemed to think it was in. Don't blame him, the way he's serving. Goes second serve to Dimitrov's backhand. Goes to Norrie's backhand, who goes cross. Dimitrov goes top spin to Norrie's backhand. Very, very flat. Norrie now on the forehand. High to Dimitrov's backhand. Runs around, goes inside in. Norrie takes it early. Tries to go angle. It was a good idea, but goes in the net. You can see the way that the game's playing. It's like a chess game. Dimitrov running around, leaving the space on his forehand side. Going spin. Norrie sees it. Tries to take it early and go angle. But wasn't able to capitalise on that one. Tommy Haas in the stadium having a watch. Serve to Dimitrov's backhand again. He got a few errors from that, so he's just trying to put the ball there. Dimitrov sliced down the line. Norrie backhand sliced down the line. Dimitrov whips it, goes long. 4-love Cam Norrie. In 15 minutes. Going to be a bagel of a set. Can Norrie bagel Dimitrov on the biggest stage, well, one of the biggest stages in the world? ATP 1000 semi-final. Would be crazy. We'll have to see. I may be even able to do the second match. But I'm not sure if the matches go one after the other, or if it's it's a set time for the second one. Probably not. Probably be a bit too late. Too late on that one for the second match. You know, UK time here, it's already 10 o'clock in the evening, so kind of hoping this isn't an absolute marathon, but I'd love to watch that type of tennis. Norrie, high spin to Dimitrov's backhand, leaves a space down the line, goes down the line. Dimitrov goes cross court, great retrieving skills. Norrie now goes forehand cross, and Dimitrov missing it long. He's missed so many balls long now, and you can see he's trying to get the good depth. Thank you, OU4M, for subscribing. He's trying to get really good depth. But I mean, 9 unforced errors already from Dimitrov. Just not quite on it enough. Just too many unforced errors. Serve again. Oh, great serve down the tee from Dimitrov. Serve and volley. Norrie goes back down the line. Easy put away ball from Dimitrov. Nice and easy. 15-0. Here's what he has to do. That's what he has to do. I mean, he puts an easy serve down the tee. Then comes away, puts the volley away at the net. I mean, you know, if he comes to the net a lot more, then he's going to be able to to take away Norrie's weapons of hitting it high to his back, spin to his backhand, and play the baseline game, which he's been struggling with. Good serve out wide, 1-2, goes down the line, comes into the net again, puts the volley away. I mean, yeah, like I said, straight away, boom. He's able to win the 2 points that he's played at the net. He's drawing Norrie off the court and going down the line with the forehand. He's won 4 of 4 net points now. If that's not saying something, I don't know what is. Maybe, you know, if there was coaching allowed on the court, as a coach, you should be seeing that and then saying to him, look, you won 4 points of 4 at the net. What are you doing? You need to be doing that a bit more. Norrie pushing a return long. Dimitrov can get on the scoreboard for the first time. He's got 2 chances. 40-15 up. 20 minutes of play. It's only 4 to 5 minutes per game, so the games have been reasonably long. As Dimitrov gets his a point on the board, it will be at least a breadstick now, not a bagel. And you can see he's pumped. He needed that game to break Norrie's rhythm. If it went 5-love, it's over the set. You know, he's just making Norrie play 1 or 2 extra games, just make him feel that he's there, and also give himself some confidence and find out what's working, what's not working. And then I still think Norrie will obviously serve it out here. He's just playing super consistently. I think Dimitrov's been struggling with the slice backhand return. He's been putting too many of them in the net. And like we saw in Miami in 2021, 39% of serves from Norrie, first serves, were unreturned. So I think we're kind of seeing the same stats here almost, that a lot of the serves that Norrie's hitting, Dimitrov isn't able to get them back in play. I think as the match goes on, as he gets more used to the surface, the conditions, that number will go up. In favour of Dimitrov, obviously, because he'll have a higher chance of winning the service games. And that's why we see players like Tsitsipas and Zverev losing, because their serves, which are usually their weapons, are being able to be broken down by the returners because they got more time. And we saw Zverev against Taylor Fritz. That wasn't really an issue on serve. Well, it was, because he made 2 double faults and lost that match 2, or I don't know how many. I think it was 1 or 2 match points, which I was surprised by. But again, Basilashvili and Fritz being able to beat big servers it goes to show how slow the courts are this year and how good it is for the kind of returner, the return game, I guess. Is it 3-set match? ? I guess you're asking me if I think it will be 3-set match. I predict it will be a 3-set match. I think Dimitrov will be able to turn it around in this second set, like he did against Hurkacz and Medvedev. But I think Norrie's going to take this first one. I think he's looking too confident from the back. Slight blip in that last game, but yeah, he should be able to keep it here on serve. He's got 2 chances to serve it out if he needs them. He's up a double break. That's a nice situation to be. Anyway, on serve now, goes to Dimitrov's backhand. Goes long. Second serve. Again, Dimitrov tries to run around it, just gets caught off balance. Dimitrov with the backhand through the middle. Norrie with the forehand goes inside in. Dimitrov goes cross. Norrie goes whips cross. Dimitrov sliced down the line. Just getting it high to Dimitrov's backhand, who's really struggling. Norrie with the lefty spin. Dimitrov inside in. Norrie goes backhand down the line to Dimitrov's slice. Norrie runs around into forehand inside in again. Dimitrov just about getting it over the net. It's literally just pummeling it into Dimitrov's backhand side. Goes down the line. Oh, Dimitrov slaps the ball winner down the line. Norrie breaks the pattern. Goes forehand down the line with his lefty forehand. Not quite good enough to put Dimitrov under pressure, and then just slaps it down the tee. Just too good. 15-love Dimitrov. Could he get a break on the board? Serve out wide. Dimitrov goes slice down the line. Norrie goes inside out. Dimitrov goes back cross. Norrie with a flat backhand. Oh, goes into the net. 30-love. Norrie looking a bit uncomfortable now. He's the one that could give away the break. But like one of you said in the comments, I can't read your name, but Norrie is really uncomfortable for Dimitrov's style. It's exactly true. He's hitting high spin, lefty forehand, lefty backhand, or more spin, lefty forehands into Dimitrov's backhand side, which is super tough for Dimitrov to be able to deal with. And he's kind of stuck there. He can't be aggressive. That's how he likes to play his game. Norrie hides to Dimitrov's backhand again. Goes backhand side, makes an unforced error in the net. And there's 40-love, and there's a bit of nerve showing now from Cam Norrie. 40-love down now. I said he's got a double break, but I don't think he wants to exercise it. It'd be good if he can get back from 30-love, 40-love down here. Big serve out wide, runs around, hits a backhand cross. Dimitrov's on the stretch, slices it on the line. Norrie goes inside in, pushes it wide, and it's game. Break back Dimitrov. Who would have seen this coming? Bulgarian fans in the crowd getting pumped up as there was a close call. And now the set's getting interesting. I still think this game's important. If he can make it 4-3, Norrie's gonna, be under the pressure again to serve it out, or keep the break at least, and stay ahead. But 4-2. Dimitrov on serve. Goes into the net. Second serve now. With the kicker, goes to Norrie's forehand, goes down the line, kind of slaps at it, gets a short ball. Goes to Dimitrov's backhand, goes down the line. Oh, just misses it wide. Norrie's coming into the net. He's always going to Dimitrov's backhand. He knows that's his weaker side. It's 15-love. You're most likely to be broken once you've broken someone. I mean, this is a perfect chance for Norrie to get the double break back, essentially. Let's see if he can do it. On serve, goes serve out wide. Norrie just about gets it. Dimitrov inside in. Oh, no, it goes onto the line. Dimitrov goes down the line. Norrie with the forehand whips it across. Dimitrov slides across. Norrie forehand down the line. Dimitrov's on the stretch. Oh, puts it into the net. 30-love. You see a break back here. There's no way. Dimitrov breaks to love. Could Norrie now break to love? It's just the momentum shifting of a match. A lot of momentum shifts already. Big shift from Norrie. Then 2 games for Dimitrov. Now it looks like Norrie's got the momentum back again if he can get this next point. Again, Dimitrov now under the pressure. We see he hasn't been great under pressure so far. What can he do now? Misses the first serve. He needs to make a few more first serves. Been at 76%, which is very, very high. But he'd like to win a few more on the first serve especially. Norrie missing a return. That's just costly. It's a bit cheap. That return mistake is a bit cheap. He knows it. Giving Dimitrov a lifeline back into this game. Here we go. 15-30. Making big serve to Norrie's backhand. Puts it wide again. Solid serving from Dimitrov. Nice and big serving. Let me know what you think the score will be in the live chat down below. Score and the winner of the first set, or your prediction for the winner of the match. I'd like to know which team you guys are on. Team Norrie or Team Dimitrov. 30-all. Secret big point here. Goes out wide. Oh, great depth from Norrie on the return. Goes backhand down the middle. Dimitrov with a slice to Norrie's forehand. Whips it up to Dimitrov's backhand. Goes down the line. Goes on the line. Norrie goes backhand cross. Oh, great depth again. Dimitrov, good, really good depth. Dimitrov jumping backhand goes out. Just forcing the error. Norrie just hitting so many good balls onto the line. He can hit 2 or 3 backhands there. Nice and flat. Within about a metre of the corner. If you can do that consistently, you're going to be winning a lot of matches. Which is what he's been doing. He's been 2 from 2 on break points. There've been 3 break points in this match. They've all been converted. So, let's see what Norrie can do. Can he convert a third? Norrie goes backhand through the middle. Dimitrov goes forehand cross. Norrie goes backhand through the middle. Dimitrov goes forehand cross. Misses it wide. The break back for Norrie. Who would have seen this coming? It looked like Dimitrov was finding his feet finally in the set to close it out 4-3 with Dimitrov behind by only 1 break. But now Norrie's back up to a 2-break lead and serving for the first set now after just under half an hour. I mean, I think this is the most basic form of psychology and just staying with your opponent. In a match like this, if you're keeping it close, doesn't give them any breathing room, and it means that you kind of slip up. I played a tournament here in the UK recently, and I played a very good player. He made the semi-finals of the tournament. This was the second round, so I think it was 4-3 in the first set. He was just sticking with me, and I blinked kind of, and I played one bad service game. I hit 2 or 3 first serves in the net, letting him into the game. He played a few good points. I had 1 or 2 bad points, and it just gave him that opportunity to come back. Come back from me. I think it was a 15 love up me in the game or whatever, and then I lost the first set with just 1 break. It shows you how quick in tennis you have to be so on it the whole time, and I think, you know, playing players like that will give me more experience to know what I'm doing. But you can see even at the highest level of the sport, it's all mental. It's all, you know, can I win this 1 point? That's going to give me this chance, and then it's going to hurt them mentally. You know, you can see Norrie's come out here with a clear tactic. It's, I'm going to go forehand to Dimitrov's backhand, make him feel uncomfortable, use my backhand flat for the slice to draw him out, and then go high to his backhand. And Dimitrov, I think he's looking a bit more kind of, what am I doing here? I don't have a clear game plan. I don't know how to break Norrie down. Where I've seen him be successful is when he's come to the net. I think he's won 4 or 5 points out of 5 when he's come to the net. So from that perspective, I'd like to see Dimitrov kind of be a bit more aggressive and try and come in a bit more. Great serve from Norrie to Dimitrov's backhand, good return. Going cross court to cross court. Oh, Norrie putting it. Was it in? Putting it in, and Dimitrov thinking it was out and kind of just slapped it away. But bit unlucky there. 15 love Norrie. Serve out wide. Dimitrov goes backhand down the line. Norrie just about nudging it in. Good depth from Dimitrov. Perfect ball down the line with the forehand. Gets a short backhand, goes angle cross to Norrie's forehand, though comes into the net. Norrie goes backhand down the line. Dimitrov short ball. Norrie scrambling, goes back cross. Dimitrov easy backhand down the line. Oh! Was that in? No, it isn't. 30 love. Cameron Norrie just missing it wide. Such a fine margin there. Let's have a look. Close call. You have the whole space to hit into. Oh, he's missed it by a millimetre. That's tough. The whole space to go behind him. 30 love now. 2 points away from winning this first set. In only half an hour. God, ace down the tee. That's why he's won so many matches this year. Big moments. It's an ace. Thank you, Marlon, for subscribing. Thank you to anyone that subscribed and liked during the stream. Greatly appreciate it. Helps the stream out a lot. Big serve out wide from Dimitrov. From Norrie. Norrie takes the first set 6-2 in this Indian Wells semi-final. And clearly the pressure has not got to him whatsoever. He seems calm. He seems collected. He seems like he knows what he's doing out on the court. He's got a clear game plan, like I said before. And Dimitrov just looking a bit more lost. I think he's going to have to pull off a big upset like he did, or a turnaround at least, like he did with Medvedev. And Hurkacz, where he's down a set, you know, struggling in the second beginning maybe, and then finds a bout of form, and then, you know, uses his forehand, his backhand, hits some unbelievable passing shots. But I think if Norrie can keep him at bay and carry this momentum through, I think as soon as Norrie's leading with a break, the way he's serving is going to be, you know, running away from him. So Dimitrov has to really focus here, serving first again, not to get broken in this first game. If he gets broken, he's in trouble. Looking at Norrie's net clearance on his forehand, they're showing the stats here. Getting very, very net clearance on his forehand and backhand side. So you can see he's really mixing up the height, he's mixing up the spin, he's mixing up the angle. And that obviously makes it extremely difficult for Dimitrov because he doesn't get any rhythm. Just how he likes to play. He likes to kind of keep it low, fast, and hit through the ball. You know, that's how he loves to play. Take a look at some of the stats so far. I'm not sure. They can't be the right stats, surely. Both say break 0.0%. Let me see if I can update those stats for us. Also wanted to see if I could change the sorry, to change the delay maybe of the here. Do I want more of a delay? 20 seconds. Okay. good to go for the second set. Let's see what these guys have got and how this second set is going to go. Let's have a look. Here we go. Dimitrov to serve, same as the first set. Hopefully not the same outcome as the first set, because in the first set he got broken straight away. He needs a game on the board here. Dimitrov, serve out wide. Great return from Norrie. Dimitrov goes down the line into the net. Uh-oh. Come on, needs to keep himself fresh. Needs to, stay confident. Could this be the nerves getting to him? Could it be a bit of fatigue from the previous two matches? Who knows? But, he needs to dig himself out of this mini hole here already. Serve goes down the tee. Norrie making the ball back. Dimitrov short forehand goes to Norrie's backhand. Comes to the net. Puts the volley away. Nice and solid. We said he needs to come to the net more. That's why I was saying he's not going to win the baseline game. No way he wins the baseline game against an in-form Cam Norrie. If he had like a FIFA football card, Norrie would definitely be in form. He's trying to get Team of the Year. Any of you FIFA fans out there? 15-all now. Dimitrov putting the serve long. Norrie would love double foul here. Dimitrov goes to Norrie's forehand. Puts the ball... Dimitrov runs around into the forehand, inside out, puts it long. It's just not quite as sharp as he needs to be against Norrie at the moment. Just not quite as sharp. Making a few too many unforced errors, a few too many kind of lackadaisical mistakes. Just where he's being a bit lazy. Anyway, 30-15. Dimitrov to serve. Serve goes to Norrie's forehand. Ooh, goes long again. He's making a lot less first serves now. It was high 80s, I think, at the beginning of this match. It's now 70s. Good kick serve to Norrie's forehand. Whips it with spin. Norrie goes backhand through the middle. Dimitrov forehand through the middle. Oh, Norrie just almost airballed that shot. The ball's bounced before it's hit the net. What was going on there? 30-all. Bit of lack of timing. Big uphill battle here for Dimitrov. I'd be serving and volleying at this point. Serve goes out wide. Great return from Cam Norrie. Goes down the line. Oh, misses it wide. That's so wild. And a rare error from that position for Dimitrov. You can just see he's being forced just to try and go too big on those shots. It's just a shocking miss. He's been super short up in the court. Had the whole space. Could have gone back behind with easy with spin. Or just gone kind of just to Norrie's backhand. Just there. That's what pressure does. Serve goes down the tee. Norrie goes backhand down the line. Bang on the line. Dimitrov goes cross court. Norrie goes backhand down the line. Norrie now short forehand comes into the net. Dimitrov goes to him. Oh, wins the point. Good pressure play from Dimitrov. Norrie getting the kind of the volley at the feet. She couldn't kind of put away. He would have loved to have played a bit more height and spin on that approach shot. Just not quite doing enough to put Dimitrov under any real pressure. Now it's juice. Here we go. Serve down the tee. Norrie chipping the return in. Dimitrov with the forehand goes to Norrie's forehand. Norrie pushing it really short. Dimitrov going forehand down the line. Norrie backhand cross. Norrie with the forehand now. Sets up. Goes to Dimitrov's backhand. Runs around. Goes inside in. Dimitrov's backhand again. Goes forehand to Dimitrov's backhand again. Making him feel uncomfortable. And Dimitrov misses. This is what we've seen time and time again. Dimitrov just missing on that backhand side. And Norrie just doing such a good job of neutralising the ball in the rally, making Dimitrov feel uncomfortable and not giving him a weapon to kind of feed off. Dimitrov loves his forehand. Don't give him a forehand. Simple as that. Advantage Norrie. Break point again. Serve goes long. If he can convert here, he's already up a break in this second. That's a deep hole for Dimitrov to come out of. Serve. Dimitrov goes forehand inside out. Oh, it's huge. Dimitrov absolutely teeing off an inside out forehand there. Maybe letting a bit of frustration out. I'd love to have a speed gun on that. Absolutely rocket inside out. ball's bouncing almost in the service box. He had 94-mile-an-hour winner there. Not too shabby. Serve down the tee. Norrie just making the ball in. Dimitrov goes to Norrie's forehand. He goes to Dimitrov's forehand. He goes inside in. Norrie just pushing the backhand long. He's had a few chances this game. He might get a bit upset with himself. Mentally needs to stay strong there to know that, you know, just because you've had double break point doesn't mean that, you know, you can be upset if you don't get it. I think what it shows is that Dimitrov's definitely human today, and well, he is human, you know. I mean, I'm comparing him to Djokovic there almost, but some days Djokovic isn't human. I think Dimitrov is definitely human today. He's going second serve kicker. Goes out wide. Norrie putting a solid deep return. Norrie running to the backhand cross. Dimitrov goes down the line. Puts it long. He's just missing a few of those forehands. He just looks a bit uncomfortable on that ball. And Norrie's coach in the TCU outfit, Facundo Lugones, Cam Norrie's coach, just nodding away, saying, yeah, just keep him playing. Keep him having long service games. Try and get this break early on. This is such an important game for Cam Norrie because it's a momentum breaker. He can get this first game on the board again. Oh, great serve from Dimitrov. Norrie dropping it short. Dimitrov, oh my goodness. That's a horrendous miss from Dimitrov. Wow. Short ball, putting the ball banging into the net. He was approaching to Norrie's backhand, which is what I would have done. In the 6-minute and 30-second game, there have been ups and downs. Break point number 3 for Cam Norrie now. Dimitrov under the pressure again. The more pressure this accumulates, the saying Nadal says, you get broken not on this service game, the one before. And this is the one before right now. Because he's had so many breakpoint chances, he's losing the confidence in his serve. He doesn't know what to do. He's missing a lot of short forehand. Kicker goes out wide. Norrie goes good return through the middle. Dimitrov goes inside in. Good depth. Norrie puts the backhand in. Dimitrov, great angle. And it's in. Good shot from Dimitrov. Lands plumb on the line. And he will count himself lucky taking a look at the replay on that one. Oh my goodness. It's like a millimetre. How fine the margins are in tennis. Literally a tiny gust of wind could have cost him a break. Crazy. Serve goes out wide. Norrie goes backhand cross. Dimitrov goes back cross. Oh, into the net again. Another easy forehand. I think one of the things that you kind of notice is with such fine margins in professional tennis, in junior tennis, and especially at a lower level of professional tennis, there are no like line judges and ball people. So a lot of these balls, the fine margins is kind of up to someone's opinion. You can get kind of cheated quite easily almost. Because, you know, how is someone supposed to call whether a ball is a millimetre in or a millimetre out? I mean, it's not really feasible. I guess at the top game, they're able to tell. Dimitrov kicks up to Norrie's forehand. Break point number 4. Dimitrov goes inside in. Norrie goes backhand down the line. Dimitrov with the slice. Norrie runs in, goes inside in with the forehand. Dimitrov goes slap backhand into the net. Dimitrov gets broken for the 4th time this match already. And Norrie is just wearing Dimitrov down. He's just a man possessed at the moment, having won 7 of the last 9 games in this Indian Wells semi-finals. And if Norrie plays like this, I see him winning this whole thing. Honestly, you know, looking at his first serve return placement, he's played 58% to Dimitrov's forehand, and you can so clearly see Norrie's strategy here. It's so simple. He's going return to Dimitrov's forehand. He's been missing a lot of those. He's going in the rally, spin to Dimitrov's backhand to neutralise the point and don't give him a weapon, you know. And, you know, he's serving well. He's playing it to Dimitrov's backhand kind of on the return and making him, you know, lefty slider. Norrie is a great serve into the body. Goes 15-love up. It's just a masterclass from Cam Norrie. I mean, it's so obvious, even to me watching, his strategy and his mindset of what's going on in his head. Oh, massive serve down the tee. Dimitrov just shaking his head like, what do I have to do to beat this guy today? He's just playing unbelievable tennis. And again, we've seen Medvedev was up a set and a break. But Norrie's now up a set and a break already. He'd love to see it 2 breaks, similar to the first set. This is a similar kind of game style. He held to love in the first set. So see if he can hold to love now. He's on a second serve. Goes slider. Dimitrov with the backhand through the middle. Norrie goes backhand through the middle again. Dimitrov with the forehand. Norrie going forehand cross, good angle. Opening the space, going forehand down the line. Dimitrov on the run, pushes it wide. Just using the angle so well, going to Dimitrov, kind of pushing him out wide on the backhand, and then just opens up down the line, and nothing really he could do. Because then again, he's on a running forehand, and then he has to run to the other corner on his backhand side, which is a weaker side. And then Norrie will just come into the net. Kind of a tough situation to be in for Dimitrov. Serve goes out wide from Norrie. Dimitrov chipping the return in. Oh, that was on the line from Norrie. No way. Norrie pushes the ball long. I honestly thought that ball from Norrie was wide, but somehow that ball was in. Don't know what was going on there. Intelligence does play a vital role in tennis. My coach kind of says, one of the coaches I play with says, eyes and mind, the 2 key things in tennis. Eyes to see, where the ball is, where you need to move, and mind, tactical awareness, mental fortitude, all that type of stuff is so key. And Dimitrov unleashing down the line, 40-30. Big forehand down the line from Dimitrov. Nice and big on that point. If he wins this point, he has a chance of breaking back. I'll say that. But Norrie now needs to have a decisive serve if he wants to consolidate this break right here. See what he's got. Serve, slider out wide, could have guessed. Runs around, goes a forehand inside in. Dimitrov goes good depth from the backhand, pinning him in that backhand side again. Just keep him there, Norrie. Just keep him there. Opens it up, goes to Dimitrov's forehand. Now he's in trouble. That's what he wants to prevent. Neutralizes again to Dimitrov's backhand. Goes with a drop shot. Norrie's there, goes down the line. Dimitrov, crazy angle cross. Drop volley almost. And it's juice. And he's kind of found a way from 40-love back into this game. It's like Zverev against Fritz. Dimitrov with a great drop shot. Norrie getting there, but just not quick enough to do anything real with the ball. Putting the ball angle cross. This is what he was doing so well. 10:30 almost here, UK time. Serve down the tee from Norrie, goes wide. Juice. Really hits you. All these points are so crucial. Any game could go either way. Serve from Norrie goes to Dimitrov's backhand, puts it up. Oh, Norrie goes backhand cross to Dimitrov's forehand, pushes it wide. Just straying too much for Dimitrov, and we're 46 minutes in. He still hasn't been able to find a consistent trajectory on his forehand that he's kind of sticking to here. And Norrie has a 4th game point. So goes down the tee. Dimitrov just about gets there. Norrie goes backhand down the line. Dimitrov slice, pulls it wide. Norrie's 2-love up. This is a masterclass from Cam Norrie. Just like the Diego Schwartzman match. He's on a roll. 2 games for 15 minutes though. It's a bit of a battle at the beginning of this second set, and I kind of said that it would be. But now, like I was saying again, Norrie is in a strong position, but Dimitrov is in a weak position, and he has to win this service game. This is a key service game. If he loses this service game, it's over. In my mind, there's no way he comes back from a double break the way Norrie's playing. He has to find a way of winning this one, whether it's coming to the net, whether it's playing, the backhand with a bit more angle. Find a way of, or drop shots even, I don't know. That's why I'm not at this level, but Dimitrov, short forehand, comes to the net, approaches Norrie's forehand, puts a volley away. Again, that's what he has to do. To come to the net. I'm seeing it pretty clearly now. Dimitrov just, opening the space. When he comes to the net, when he gets a short ball, he doesn't have to do that much with it. He'll get a volley and he can easily put it away. And net points won, 7 from 7, is Grigor Dimitrov. Like I said, that's the way to play. He needs me as his coach, realistically. You know, I'd be telling him all these little things. He'd be winning, easy. Masters 1,000 titles. 15 love Dimitrov. Kicker out wide. Norrie goes good return. Dimitrov runs inside in. Norrie's there with the backhand cross. Pushes it long. Just being a bit passive there. Not quite doing enough on that one. 30 love Dimitrov now. Do you think if Norrie wins today, he can win the final? I think he definitely can. Basilashvili and Fritz. Yeah, the way he's playing, he's got a chance. A big, good chance. Oh, Norrie's hit a backhand return. Just skimmed off the line, and Dimitrov just kind of missed the ball almost. It's a bit of luck on the day as well. That's tennis as a sport. It's like a point-by-point, day-form sport with an unregulated amount of time where luck plays a factor. There's no other sport like it. A bit of luck totally changed the way the game is played. Big serve out wide. Solid serving from Dimitrov. He'd love a few more of those. We saw his first serve in the first few games. 80%. Down to 67%. Whereas Norrie's is staying pretty solid at 75. Or around abouts there. And Dimitrov only winning 50%. Looking at the first serve stats. 70 to 48. Big difference between the two of them. Norrie, forehand return through the middle. Dimitrov goes inside out. Norrie goes back at a forehand cross to Dimitrov's back and goes down the line. Norrie goes backhand cross. Dimitrov goes great angle cross. Oh, just down the line ball. Norrie's whipping it up. Dimitrov goes backhand down the line. So wild. Misses almost outside the tram line. You can just see maybe a bit of fatigue, from previous matches maybe. Just mentally not as kind of with it. As he misses that ball pretty far wide. Looking at unforced errors in both sets. Norrie, first set, 8. Dimitrov, 10. And already this set, Dimitrov having made 10 unforced errors, whereas Norrie's only made 3. Dimitrov, the unforced errors is what's costing him points here. He's still got a chance to go 2-1. Only be a breakdown. And he does convert. Dimitrov holds, and Norrie's frustrated almost because he missed a quite easy return there. Putting a bit too much height in spin. If that was in, though, it would have been a brutal ball for Dimitrov to return. We're 20 minutes in and 3 games in, so average over 6 minutes per game. It's clearly been a battle this set. But was that break a turning point? Can Cam Norrie hold on? And I think these next 2 games will be decisive. Can Dimitrov turn it around and go 3-2 up? Consolidate on his serve and break back? Can Norrie get another break, go 4-1 up on serve? Will it just be 3-2, 4-3, 5-4, and then Norrie wins with the 1 break? So many things that can happen. Ben says, do you think Dimitrov can cut down on unforced errors and come back? I think he can come back if he cuts down on the unforced errors, but I don't know if he can cut down on the unforced errors to come back, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's kind of the day, if it's the way Norrie's playing, what's going on, but just needs to find a bit more form. But again, like we saw him with Medvedev, he started playing a lot better at a set and 4-1 down. Maybe that extra bit of pressure was all it needed. The fear of losing almost was all it needed for him to kick into gear. And maybe we see that now. But like I said, these next 2 or 3 games are a big indicator of what's going to happen. How Norrie can deal with it on his serve. How Dimitrov serves. Because, if any of these games go Norrie's way, if he just keeps solid on the serve, if he gets a break, then I'm calling it, over almost. Because, the way Norrie's playing is truly, truly great to watch. Especially as a fellow Brit. Thank you, Mario, for subscribing. Anyway. Norrie on the serve. Into the net. Obviously, Rod Laver watching. He's watching a lot of tennis at the moment. He's everywhere. He's loving watching it. Don't blame him when there's matches like this from Cam Norrie to be watched. Good serve down the tee. Dimitrov putting a short ball. Norrie goes into Dimitrov's forehand. He puts it across. Goes backhand down the line. Norrie runs around, goes a forehand inside in. Dimitrov goes backhand cross into the net. Needs to cut out the unforced errors. He almost looking like, what was that? I don't blame him, because it wasn't very good. Just playing a bit too conservative. Rod Laver in his Laver Cup hat. Loving the freebies. You know. I'd like to see Cam play like this in a Grand Slam, though. That'd be crazy, imagine. Go deep. Forehand goes to Dimitrov's backhand, goes slice down the line. Dimitrov runs around, goes inside out, leaving the space, but Norrie chooses to go back to Dimitrov's backhand. Good choice. Backhand to backhand now. Norrie gets a forehand, goes to Dimitrov's backhand, who goes slice through the middle. Norrie goes forehand through the middle. Dimitrov with the slice. Norrie whip angle goes into the net. Say because it hit the top of the net tape and bounced back on Norrie's side. Could have been one of those cheap points where it's just a net roller. Norrie's another level for Dimitrov. Yeah, at the moment he is. I mean, Dimitrov's just not playing his best tennis. I think if Dimitrov ups the level, doesn't make as many unforced errors, he can definitely win this match, for sure. You know, he's been able to win a lot of points. It's more just kind of when he's missing. That's the biggest problem. Norrie hasn't really been hitting a lot of winners. That's what kind of gives me hope that he could come back. Anyway, 50-0. Struggling a bit on the ball toss. He's put 3 or 4 now, just a bit too far in front of him. Goes serve to Dimitrov's backhand. Short ball again. Pushes it bang on the line. Forehand goes inside into Dimitrov's backhand. He goes slice. Goes bang onto the line. Dimitrov slice again. Back to Dimitrov slice again. This is a pattern. Slice again. Now closes the pattern, but slice again. Norrie with the forehand goes to Dimitrov's backhand and goes slice cross. Kind of Dimitrov with the forehand now goes inside out. Cam Norrie go angle cross. What a rally this is. Cam Norrie down the line with the backhand. Dimitrov slice cross. Norrie goes forehand down the line this time, mixing it up. Dimitrov slice down the line. Norrie slice cross. Dimitrov slice forehand cross. What a rally. Dimitrov down the line. Norrie struggling, pushes it long. What a point. Hard to commentate when they're playing such big shots and hitting it so quickly. But 30-15, the longest rally of the match, definitely. By far. I'd say 33 shots long that was. Dimitrov's 30-15 up with a chance maybe here to get the break back and get this set back under his control. He would definitely like that. Norrie now. Serve goes out wide. Oh, it's an ace. Such a good response. Heart's going to be pounding. That's why you need fitness. You know, because if you're gasping for breath after a 33-shot rally in the heat, you're not going to be able to serve an ace. You know. And looking at the first serve percentage, Dimitrov down at 66%, and Norrie about 72%. So clearly, Norrie the advantage on the serve. Norrie goes slice serve to Dimitrov's backhand who slices it. Dimitrov goes a forehand inside out. Norrie changing direction, pushing it long. We've seen that twice now. That's something I've noticed. Norrie struggles with the change of direction when he's forced to go back behind to his forehand. He usually doesn't get the same whip over the ball. If I was Dimitrov's coach, I'd say 2 things. Come to the net and make him change direction on the forehand. But we have a second break point for Dimitrov in this match. To close it out at Tool in the first set. How can Norrie respond? Big serve down the tee. Runs around. Forehand inside in. Dimitrov on the stretch. Pushes it long. Good lead from Norrie. And it's back to juice, but we're definitely seeing Dimitrov get a few more chances now. A few more opportunities to claw his way back into this set. Like I said, these next 2 games will be crucial. Who's going to win them? You know, if Norrie can get through this game, maybe he has an easier game on Dimitrov's serve because he's slightly, gassed out almost. Or is it the opposite? Dimitrov's level just keeps rising. Big serve down the tee from Norrie. Gets a forehand, goes to Dimitrov's backhand, who goes slice through the middle. Slice down the line to Norrie's backhand, who goes back down the line. Targeting Dimitrov's backhand here. Almost forcing him to come into the net. Strange. Dimitrov missing with the backhand cross. Oh, it's infuriating. As Norrie gets a game point to consolidate the break. Advantage Norrie. And again, Just forcing the error. Norrie just has all the answers. Big serve out wide from Norrie. Dimitrov slicing it back in. Norrie goes down the line. Dimitrov on the stretch on the forehand. Good response. Dimitrov goes back to Norrie's forehand. Forehand to Dimitrov's backhand here. Dimitrov doesn't want to be in this pattern. Switches it up. Goes forehand to Norrie's backhand. Throwing the juice side cross court. Draws him out. Goes back cross court behind him. Norrie tries to push it down the line. Can't quite get it. It's advantage. Juice again. These games have been extremely long. This first few games of the second set already. I think the first set was in about half an hour, so it's been about the same length of time just for 3 games. Well, almost 4 games. Half the games of the first set, double the time. Relatively. Juice now. Dimitrov. Getting a bit of buffering on my stream, unfortunately. Here we go. Norrie. Oh, it's just the ball toss is why does he keep doing that? Serve goes out wide. Dimitrov goes pushing it through the middle. Goes long. Advantage Norrie again. Here we go. And Norrie, what a point that was. Big serve and takes the break. 3-1. Stream was just skipping a little bit, the iPad, so I didn't quite catch the end of that. I think I missed 1 point, but 3-1, Norrie now. And he's converted. Now this is another one. Dimitrov has to hang on and stick in contention. Because if he goes double breakdown, he's not coming back. Anyway, 3-1 now. Dimitrov to serve. Norrie looking poised, looking ready. Serve goes to Norrie's forehand. Dimitrov short forehand goes down the line. Nice and easy. How you do it. If you haven't already, drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you haven't already to help join our community of like-minded tennis players. I'm going to be sharing my journey of my road to become a professional. I'm a UTR 11.2, I think, currently, but I think my level is higher than that. So I'm trying to get my UTR up and play some futures tournaments next year. So I'll take you guys on my journey as I try and get there. As Dimitrov, oh, so clean. Backhand angle cross in the service box almost. If he plays more tennis like that, he's definitely going to stick in contention. It looks like he's finding his level a bit easier now. Still feel Norrie deserves to win this. The way he's been leading from the beginning, he's been forceful. He's been really putting in a solid effort so far, But anyway, second serve now at 30 of Dimitrov. Norrie putting the ball deep on the return. Goes cross. And Dimitrov missing that ball. Unfortunate. 30-15. Doesn't want to get him a chance. Doesn't want to give him a chance back in this game. Here we go. 30-15 up. Misses in the net. I mean, we saw the match in Miami was 7-5, 7-5. So this is a lot more straightforward for Cam Norrie so far. But we, like we see, double fault from Dimitrov. As I said, commentators curse. As I said, looks like Dimitrov's, able to just get back with it on the service games. Makes the third double fault of the match. And that's Cam Norrie straight back in. And this is a secret big point. Norrie wins this point. I'd say the match, if you can win this game, this match is as good as over. Dimitrov. Serve goes out wide. Norrie, good return on the backhand. Dimitrov goes down the line. Oh, threads the needle. Perfectly on the forehand down the line. 40-30. It's just timing that slightly better. He was missing a few of those in the first set. We saw him in that game. He missed like 4 or 5. Definitely raising his level slightly. Kick serve to Norrie's backhand, goes down the line. Nope. Server's out. What can he do here? Kick serve out wide. Oh, Norrie tries to whip it down the line. No way that was in. Oh, Norrie. Crazy. He just whipped that ball off a return. Bang onto the line. He's kind of gone an all or nothing shot there. Oh, that's top quality stuff. And that accuracy is just unrivaled from Norrie. Big stuff. Juice goes into the net. Will you be streaming the Nitto ATP finals? Hopefully. Depends on my tournament schedule. I'm playing quite a few British tours here in the UK, but depending on my tournament schedule, I will try. Goes to Norrie's backhand. Oh, Norrie puts a backhand into the net. That's a weak return. He's had 1 or 2 blips on the return, you know, just a few silly errors he shouldn't have been making. Giving Dimitrov another chance to close out this game, which I'm sure he'd love. Here we go. Serve into the net. Really declining on the first serve percentage. Down at like almost 60% now, when it was up at like 80 almost. Second serve, kicker. Norrie's goes forehand cross. Dimitrov goes back cross. Norrie with the forehand goes across to Dimitrov's backhand, goes down the line. Norrie goes to Dimitrov's backhand, goes slice. Norrie goes whip to Dimitrov's backhand again. 2 times. 3 times. How many times are you going to do it? Goes down the line. Dimitrov goes back forehand cross. Norrie goes backhand cross. Tries to whip it to Norrie's backhand. He just pushes it long. Seen that a few times. When it gets too high, Norrie can't quite control it because of how flat he hits the ball. And there he gets the break. We're going to take a quick break. And I'll be back in just a sec to rejoin the action when Norrie is serving with a break in the second set. Give me a minute, guys. I'm back. Oh, see what's going on. This is the business end of this set. Business end of this set. Well, getting to the business end. After these 2 games, then it's business end. Because then you've really got the crunch time moments. If Cameron Norrie can hold on, he's got the break, he's got the tools required to close out this Indian Wells semi-finals and get to the final. His first Indian Wells, having only got to the first round in the previous 2 years that he's played. Great serve from Norrie. Dimitrov putting in an unreal return there. Norrie almost thought his ball was going miles long. Apparently not. Apparently not. Here we go. Norrie now on the serve. Serving tries to go down the tee. Tries to mix it up then. He loves the lefty swinger out wide. We know that. How good is he at mixing it up? Goes swinger out wide. Dimitrov goes long. 30 love. No. Is he seeing the pressure? Is he feeling the pressure? We saw this earlier on in the match. He got broken quite easily at the... I think it was a 4-1 maybe. Yeah, it was 4-1 in the first. Similar situation. Norrie just needs to stay confident. Good serve down the tee. Norrie with the forehand inside in. Dimitrov with the slice cross. Norrie goes whip to Dimitrov's backhand and goes slice down the middle. Norrie goes forehand to Dimitrov's forehand and pushes it long. Oh, that's not an error you want to make. and getting angry with himself because at 30 love, that's a key point you want to win. A very key point. I think you kind of overemphasize how important these points are when you're watching it. When you're really watching it from a third person perspective, you realize how important each point is. Whereas when you're actually playing, well, I haven't really realized that how important each of those points are. Oh, great whip. Short ball from Norrie. Dimitrov just about gets there. Smash from Norrie, puts it away. Solid. 30-all. Looking at that camera angle lens, you got to see the whip on the ball. It's crazy. He's getting the ball from all the way down there. It's like the ball's bouncing, above Dimitrov's head. It's ridiculous. Norrie, serve down the tee. Dimitrov slices through the middle. Norrie whips it to Dimitrov's forehand. He's on the run. Opens up the space. Dimitrov stretching. Can't get there. Norrie digging himself out of a hole by winning 4 points in a row. 3 points in a row. I'm rooting for Cam Norrie as a fellow Brit. But at the moment, it looks like he's going to win anyway. First serve percentage, 78% in the second set from Norrie. Only 50 for Dimitrov. Serve stats say it all, guys. You can usually tell the story of a match by the serve stats alone. Norrie goes inside in. Norrie goes backhand down the line. Dimitrov with a slice. Norrie runs around. Oh, bang in the corner. Goes inside out. Dimitrov. Oh! Slaps the ball down the line. That's one for the highlight reel. Athleticism at its finest. Runs. Oh, I need to see a replay of that one. Slice. Bang in the corner. Norrie goes inside out angle. Dimitrov's just like, wah, boom. Tease it off down the line. Bang onto the line. Top quality stuff. 97-mile-an-hour winner on the run. Jeez. If you can play a few more points like that, he's going to be back in this set. He hasn't really had many chances so far. He's been leading from... We went at breakdown the first game of the match, so he's been behind the whole time. Goes short slice on the return. Norrie's in at the net. Putting the ball in the net. He's not doing enough on the returns, that's what I'm seeing. Just letting Norrie be too aggressive, and he's just not good enough on the defense to be able to kind of to neutralize the bad ball that he's played previously. Norrie now on serve. Tries to mix it up again, going down the tee. 1 hour, 11 minutes played. You're going to get a bit, in this heat, you're going to be a bit flustered almost if you're not staying calm, if you're not keeping focus. Great serve out wide. Dimitrov, what a return. Goes back behind. Dimitrov goes slice down the line. Bang, back of the line somehow. Inside in from Norrie. Forehand again from Norrie goes angle. Dimitrov tries to go through the middle. Norrie goes back behind. Great movement from Dimitrov. Norrie goes down the line. Oh, Cam Norrie. Top quality stuff. Top quality stuff. Moving the ball, angles the ball, uses the forehand, gets Grigor on the run. Wow. Just too good. If he keeps this level up, he's going to be winning this match in no time. Norrie's definitely in form. He's in form. He's playing well. The surface suits him. He's up a break now. Can he, like in the first set, go up a double break? Dimitrov needs to stay calm, stay collected. What can he do? He can play more serves like that, which puts Norrie under pressure. Norrie misses the return wide off the backhand side. He has a very flat backhand, which means when the ball goes high, he kind of swings at it and can't get over the ball that much. Meaning he struggles kind of when the ball's high, he can't really put the ball in the court. Dimitrov's serve goes long. I'd prefer that Dimitrov will win, but I don't mind. I'm kind of the opposite. I think I'd rather Norrie win, but I don't particularly mind that much. Anyway, Norrie missing an easy return there. Looks like Norrie's got more pressure on himself on the returns than he does on the serves. He's just missing a few easy ones now. Missing a few easy ones. 30 love. Dimitrov serve down the tee. Norrie missing the return. I'd love to see a return stat first set and second set, because Norrie's just giving so many free points to Dimitrov now. He's almost better if he just chips the ball in. The way Dimitrov's playing his forehand on the short balls, he's only making 30 to 50% of them. Probably win just by doing that. 40 love. Should be a relatively easy hold now for Dimitrov, and one game closer to Norrie taking this match. Good, oh, great depth from Norrie there. Goes inside in. Dimitrov goes through the middle. Bang on the line. Dimitrov goes with a drop shot. Norrie's not going to bother running. It's 4-3. Not going to bother running. You can see maybe a bit of mental fatigue, physical fatigue, heat exhaustion maybe. Playing a drop shot. I mean, you're 40 love down, I guess, but you know, run for every ball at least. Because you never know. You get 15, get 1 point back. One shot, which means you get the point. And then you win 1 or 2. You get them in there mentally. You can watch this match on Amazon Prime Video. It's where I'm watching it from. And right here, right now, it's a break to Norrie in the second set. Like the first set, Norrie won by 2 breaks. This one's a bit closer, much longer in terms of time-wise. They had a 18-minute first, 20-minute first 3 games. Been going pretty long since then, so really tight this set. Norrie did manage to get the break. Dimitrov just struggling a bit to hold on to his serve. Now maybe might pay the price. What we don't want to see is Norrie making a lot of service mistakes. Is this a one-off stream, James? No, it's not. Welcome to the channel. I mean, I have a pretty busy schedule. I'm a tennis player myself. For those of you guys that don't know, me and my brother both play tennis, and kind of we're showing you our journey through tennis. I'm about just about to play kind of futures level, kind of just under the professional level, and I'll kind of show you, you know, my journey to playing those tournaments. But in between, I'll stream some of the, you know, the main matches that are on Grand Slam finals, Grand Slam semis, Masters 1000 matches, stuff like that, ATP finals. You know, obviously when I'm not playing tournaments, and I'll stream, give my opinion, give my commentary on me watching the match, the tactics, the psychological element of the sport, and kind of yeah, watch along, and give you my live reaction to what's happening. So there's plenty more to come. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already to kind of be notified, or for it to pop up on your YouTube when you're watching and when we're live. Anyway, back to the action. Dimitrov, good return cross. Norrie goes to Dimitrov's forehand. Norrie goes backhand down the line. Dimitrov slice. Norrie runs around, goes inside in. Dimitrov goes backhand into the net. He's been, again, it's the same pattern of play. My brother is 15 years old. It's the same pattern of play. Again, Norrie just running inside in, really scrambling, and just making Dimitrov play once again on the backhand side. 15 love to Norrie. He's just 1 point closer to the title. He's only 7 away. Norrie with shanks a forehand long. Maybe slight nerves there, perhaps. Slight nerves, maybe. Who do you think will win Indian Wells? Well, I think if Norrie can convert this, I think Cam Norrie will win. Such a consistent player. I love his game style as well. He's really suited for these courts. He's had an absolute crazy year. Second serve. Serve goes to Dimitrov's forehand, runs around. Norrie goes backhand through the middle. Dimitrov goes forehand to Norrie's backhand, goes a bit more of an angle. Norrie on the forehand now. Pushes it. Bang on the line. How has that gone in? Goes Dimitrov's backhand, pinning him in that corner again, like I said. When's Dimitrov going to make the error? Norrie switches up, goes down the line. Dimitrov returns back down the line. Dimitrov down the line again. Norrie down the line. Dimitrov slice cross. Gets a net cord. Norrie kind of running forward, but deciding to run back, leaving himself vulnerable. Dimitrov forehand inside out. Norrie, great angle back with the forehand. Really using the whip, goes down the line. Dimitrov goes cross-court with the forehand. Cross-court to cross-court. Dimitrov missing long. Norrie, what a point. What a point. Really using the angles, really being defensive. 27 shot rally. In this heat, in these conditions. That's why Norrie, I think, deserves to win this match almost. He's been the more mentally kind of present of a few of them. And we're looking at a replay of one of the balls, like millimeters in. Fine margins in tennis. Serve goes out wide. Dimitrov sliced return. goes slice cross. Norrie goes forehand whip cross. Dimitrov goes backhand cross. Norrie pushing the ball bang onto the line again. Looks like he's going to go long, but it doesn't. Norrie going backhand down the line. Dimitrov sliced back Norrie's backhand down the line. Dimitrov with the forehand now. Norrie's forehand comes in. Norrie on the stretch pushes it into the net. It looks like Norrie is under pressure when Dimitrov decides to like come into the net and like decides that, okay, now I'm coming in. If he was maybe a bit more decisive, he'd probably be winning a lot more points because he's won so many points at the net. So he's clearly making good decisions when he's coming forward, but sometimes you have to wonder, is that me making a good decision because I've set up the point well? Or is it I've put him under pressure because I've come forwards? If it's the second option, then you can do it a lot more and you win a lot more free points. Good serve out wide from Norrie. 1-2 punch, goes back behind. what a play. Really top quality stuff from Norrie there. Norrie needs to get a new ball. He wants maybe a fresher one. Going for a big serve here then. You can always tell, if they get the new ball, going for a big serve, I'm saying he's going down the tee. He doesn't, he goes at the body. Also a pretty useful serve could we do. Anyway, 40-30 up now. Serve, goes out wide. Dimitrov with the slice down the middle. Norrie goes backhand down the line. Runs around, goes forehand inside in. Dimitrov goes backhand down the line, goes long. Norrie consolidates the break once again. Consolidates the break, meaning he's one game away, 4 points. Dimitrov has no room. Niente. He's run out of room for mistakes and slip-ups. Can no longer be broken and can no longer have Norrie serve. He has to break. He has to hold and break if he wants to stay in this match. I'm not in the ATP rankings yet. No, that's my aim to, by the end of the year, to have an ATP point, be in the ATP rankings. I'm only just turned 18 years old, so improving my level as a full-time player now for 1 year. So that's the aim. Anyway, back to the tennis. 5-3. Norrie, Dimitrov missing the serve. Every point Norrie wins, he's 1 point closer to a Masters 1000 final. Oh, Dimitrov double fault. As I say that, double fault comes in and puts Norrie 1 point closer. He's now 3 away. He's 3 away. 15 love. Dimitrov, he's made 4 double faults in this match. And 0 aces. So clearly the serve. Great serve down the tee. Serving and volleying. Can Norrie put the passing shot? Oh no, whips it wide. Good lead from Dimitrov there. Always difficult when you're at the net, do I leave, do I not, in a tight situation. Made a good decision there as the ball's curling wide from Norrie. He's kind of telling himself to stay calm, stay confident. And serve and volley is a big sign of confidence, Dimitrov, serve out wide. Norrie tries to go angle, goes into the net. He knows he's got a bit of buffer room, so he's kind of a bit calmer, but he's been missing quite a few returns, or Dimitrov's been forcing him to miss quite a few returns. Thank you, Lailson, for subscribing. 30-15, Dimitrov. Serve goes down the tee. Norrie makes the return. Dimitrov with the forehand inside out. Norrie whips it inside in from Dimitrov. Norrie can't get there. Too good. Too good from Dimitrov. Looking a lot more confident on the forehand now, almost. It's going to come down to Norrie serving it out. Is he going to do a Zverev? Or is he going to just close it out like he did against Schwartzman? First time. Nice and easy. What he'd love is a game to love in that one. Serve goes long. Last thing he wants now is a 3-setter. Can't let Dimitrov back into this one after being so far ahead the whole time. Serve goes out wide. Norrie goes just making the ball back in. Norrie goes angle. What a backhand angle. Oh, Dimitrov. Around the net, forehand down the line. If that's not a sign to say I'm back in this match, I don't know what is. Top quality stuff from Dimitrov. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it has come down to the final game. Can Cam Norrie, well, not the final game, but can Cam Norrie serve it out at 5-4 in this first set? Can Dimitrov claw his way back into this match and show us the caliber of tennis that he provided or showed us when he played against Hurkacz, when he played against Medvedev, and create another, miracle of a match where he just turned the match around? All remains to be found out in this next game. I mean, if I'm Norrie here, I'm thinking, okay, few simple things. Go to the guy's backhand on the serve. Lefty slider, but mix it up. 1 or 2 serves in the game, I want to go down the tee. Kicker, be safe. Come to the net and be aggressive, and go to Dimitrov's backhand and hope he misses. That's what I'm thinking. Don't be fancy. Don't try and hit a winner. Here's what I see happening. 2 things. It's either one of the 2 things. One, Norrie, has a solid game and just wins it to love or whatever. Or 40-15 or, takes it comfortably. Or he loses the first 2 points. Then goes 30-15. It's very specific, this is now. Then goes 30-15. Then goes 40-15 Dimitrov. 40-30. Then he gets broken. So, depending on how he does in the first point, it kind of sets the tone for the game. On serve, if you win the first point, or if you go 30-love up, you've got a huge chance of winning the game. The odds go in your favour, so the first 2 points are critical as to what's going to happen. He really needs to commit here. Dimitrov needs to be making these returns, and here we go. Cam Norrie serving for the match, serving for a spot in the final of Indian Wells. Can the dream run continue for Cam Norrie? Let's find out. Serve goes down the tee. It's an ace. Could this be the day? Cam Norrie, if he's serving like that. See Pat Cash watching in the background. He definitely would approve of that serve. Norrie now, 15-love up. Serve goes out wide. Dimitrov puts the return. Oh, goes long. It's 30-love. Surely it's over now. I told you, if it goes 30-love, the chances are massive of Cam Norrie winning. What an unbelievable run he's had this year. Can he close it out in style? If Dimitrov gets this point, he's maybe back in the mix. If he wins this, he's got 3 match points and he's not losing. No matter what. 30-love. He's struggling with his ball toss now. Surely don't do a Zverev. Please. Kicker. Oh, no. Oh, how has Dimitrov made that ball back in the court? Dimitrov goes inside out and misses. Solid stuff from Cam Norrie adapting as Dimitrov just flicked the ball. But Cam Norrie, 3 match points, serving for a spot in the final. Can he close it out with an ace? That's my question. I think he's won it by now. At this point, surely. Serve goes out wide. Dimitrov in the net. And Norrie is in the final of Indian Wells 2021. The dream run continues for Cam Norrie, and he will face off either Zverev or Basilashvili later on, who are playing later on today. He will play tomorrow, and what a match that was, and what a performance. Led from the beginning, pretty straightforward. 2 breaks in the first, 1 break in the second. There's not much more you can ask for. Pretty standard match. 1 hour, 27 minutes. I'd say it didn't really live up to the expectations of the semi-final that everyone would have wanted. Definitely the semi-final that Cam Norrie would have wanted, but Dimitrov just not quite there on the day. A few things that weren't working, a few things that just weren't kind of, good enough today. And I think that, he still had an incredible week making it to the semi-finals, and, definitely a positive thing to look forward to, as he's going into future tournaments next year. It'll give him confidence going into a kind of training block in this kind of coming up off-season, which will give him some confidence, and give him a good idea of where he needs to be. And so, yeah, that was it from me today. I don't know whether I'll be streaming the men's final tomorrow, because I don't know what time it will be, and I'll have training the next day. So if it's the same time as today, maybe, but if it's a bit earlier, for sure. But if it's any later than, let's say, 10 o'clock UK time, I won't be doing it. But I mean, if you enjoyed this stream, make sure you like and subscribe. Any supporting the stream is greatly appreciated. You can also check out other videos on our channel. You know, we do some match play. You can check out, you know, how good I play. Maybe give me some tips. Leave a comment on those videos if you think what parts of my game need improving. You know, maybe you can do a bit of analysis on me. Anyway, yeah, for now, thank you for watching the stream. I'm going to go to bed and make sure I get some rest before tomorrow. Any of you watching the Fritz Basilashvili match, I will not be watching it, but I hope it's a good battle. I think you deserve it after this one being a bit easier. Yeah, but thank you for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed. I really appreciated everyone that watched this stream, and hopefully I'll see you again sometime soon. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys.